Hi, in this brief tutorial, we're going to continue to look at Google Classroom. So far, we've looked at creating announcements where students can post and comment along with the teacher. We've created an assignment where students can edit simultaneously on a single Google Doc style document, like a document, spreadsheet, or a slideshow. We've also looked at how to make a copy for each student, as well as how to not attach anything and allow students to add their own thing, whether it's a video, audio, document, what have you, or create something from scratch from the Google suite of tools, including docs, sheets, slides, and drawings. The last thing we'll look at is create a question. Think of this as posing a questioning and allowing students to respond not only to the prompt, but also to each other, and students can reply to multiple students. So instead of like the class stream where the teacher posts something and all the comments appear below, every time something is posted about a question, other students can reply to what their peers post. So let's go back to that original question, and we'll just paste that in. In this case, the instructions might be to post your own original response. Let's say within days, read and reply to a peer. Set a due date for that. Unfortunately, you can't set multiple due dates, so teacher would just have to monitor for that 48-hour window. We could assign a topic, call this a question. You could allow for short answer questions. You could also allow for multiple choice style questions. We're going to stick with short answer. Students can reply to each other. I don't want students to edit. And again, like before, we can attach anything we want. As the teacher, we can post a link to a file, or attach a file rather, from our computer, a file from our Google Drive, a YouTube video, or a link to the web. As with other stuff, you can ask immediately, or you could ask by schedule or by draft. And of course, you can always send it out to the whole class or not. Looks like I screwed up with the question topic. Let's create a new topic. Let's spell it properly this time. Let's edit the assignment, and we'll include the correctly spelled topic. Now that it's posted, let's check out what the student would see. When we pull up the student screen, notice we have a message here that the stream was updated. You could click refresh on the browser to see it. You could also just click show. If you wait patiently enough, the question will appear as well. So the student says, prompt your or post your own response within 2 days, read and reply to a peer's response, your answer. And you can see the eyeball. Classmates will see your answer. The student could type the response here. Oops. All right, when they submit the response, it says you won't be able to make changes. We turn editing off for the students. The student will confirm that they are in fact going to submit the response. You can see the student is now done. The student does have dots. They can copy the link to that if they want to. They can add a class comment if they want to. A class comment is not a response to the question. A class comment may be a question about the question, or when is this due again, or what have you. But for the most part, this is not meant to be a response to the question. Let's go back to the teacher screen. The teacher can see that one student is done. When they open it up, they can leave a reply. You can see that the dialog will appear below what the student posted. Back in one of the original videos I created for this series, we looked at an announcement where the teacher posted something and everybody commented below. Well, here each student has the opportunity to post something with the opportunity for responses down below. So each student, if you click on their name, will have their own response, and I could go through my list and see the conversation that took place for the entire class. There is a class comment. Again, this is not meant to be an answer to the question. This may be something that the student poses for the entire class to see. Anybody can respond to a class comment, but keep in mind it's not necessarily answering the question when they post a class comment here. Because this was a create question type activity, it is graded like an assignment. It also has a due date like an assignment. And of course, we can change the point values as we have before, and we can assign a grade for that particular student. When we're all set, we can return it. And again, back to the student point of view, the student will be able to see that it's been returned. They should be able to open this up, and the student can see that they received 2 points out of 5. There is one class comment. Notice below the student can add a private comment. This is something that only the teacher would see, and they could have a dialogue back and forth with that student. If the student wants to see the entire class's work, they can click See Classmate Answers, and they'll show a running list of all their classmates that they can click, read, and reply. Back to the teacher side. Again, because this was a graded assignment, you see the gear in the top corner. You can copy those grades to a Google spreadsheet. Let's take a look now that we have a couple assignments there. All grades will come to one spreadsheet. You'll have a class list. The assignments will be listed in the columns. You can see I had several assignments here, and if I need to, I can go back through and I can use various formulae and so forth to calculate a grade for the student for the quarter, for the marking period, or whatever. Once again, to review, we hovered over the plus sign, we clicked Create Question. We went through the steps of differentiating between which classes and which students. We posed a question, we added instructions, due date, which is optional, topic, which is optional. If you want, you can attach something to it, short answer versus multiple choice, schedule it now, schedule it later, and you can allow the students to reply, or you can allow the students to edit. Typically, it's not good practice to allow the students to edit if it's a graded assignment. But I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for listening.